Hello everyone, I'm Ester Prastika and I'm student of Yai and Juruk. And I'm from TBI 6C. Today, I would like to present about the interpretation. Okay, the point one is the definition of translation. Interpretation is the process of the directly translation spoken words and sight from one language to another language. It's done by people who speak multiple language and must be fast and accurate in the real-time communication. Unlike translation, interpreter work live and serve as a bridge between two language and culture. They need to deliver not just word, but also the speaker intention and tone using empathy and adaptability. Although tools like Google Translate and AI help with communication, they still can fully capture culture, context, and emotional. That's why human interpreters are still essential, especially in international events, since language is always changes and different in every community. Interpreter will always be needed. And the point two is history of language interpretation. Interpretation has existed since ancient times, especially in diplomacy, trade, and war. The word interpreter comes from the Latin is interpres. The meaning is mediator. In 20th century, interpretation became more professional, especially with the development of simultaneous interpretation and consecutive interpretation supported by tools like soundproof booths. Linguist Del Heimus introduced communicative incompetence, the ability to understand both language and the social or cultural context. Interpreters are also culture bridge, helping people understand terms unique to certain cultures like cars in Slovenia. Point 3 is challenges in interpretation studies. Interpretation studies are interdisciplinary, involving linguistics, psychology, sociolinguistics, and neuroscience. One key theory is Daniel Giles' effort models, which explain the mental load interpreters face. Challenges in research including errors caused by challenges context or poor strategies. Interpretational quality depends in quiet thinking, culture, understand, and language accuracy because language evolves through social interaction. Being multilingual is key skill for successful communication. And the point 4, who are interpreters? Interpreters work in the different models, simultaneous at the same time or consecutive is taking turns or whispers is spoken softly to one person. They may translate within one language, between language, or even across different types. Key skills include knowing vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, and body language. Interpreters must stay neutral, keep information confident, and work quickly under pressure. They face challenges such as translating technique, terms, or dealing with emotional confrontation. Unlike translation, interpreter work in real time using spoke or sign language. And the point 5 is the interpretation process. Interpreter training using two main process, holistic and automatic. Holistic is full text, but the automatic is small scale part. Exercise like shadowing is repeating what you hear, and paraphrasing help improve speed and accuracy. Simultaneous interpretation requires multitasking, listening, speaking, and remembering at the same time. Jill Everett model explains how interpreters define their mental research. Important skills included culture awareness, accuracy, ethnic adaptability, and quick problem solving. And point 6, types of interpretation. Simultaneous interpretation is used in large events like international conference with tools like booth and handset. As seen in the UN, consecutive interpretation work better for small meets like in courtroom or often involve not talking. Special interpretation using health terms. Military interpretation is where precision is vital, and sign language interpretation bridging spoke and sign language. Each type needs unique skill and context knowledge. And the point 7, interpretation in linguistics. Fields like sociolinguistics and psycholinguistics help use understanding how language and the brain work during interpretation. Interpreters don't just translate words, they deliver meaning and cultural context. Their role can vary depending on the setting, like hospital or course. Even though machine translation is improving, humans still have the upper hand because we understanding emotional, culture, and complex situation that machine cannot fully handle. Okay, the conclusion about all points, interpretation is a multidisciplinary field combining language, psychology, and technology to bridge communication between different languages and culture. Interpreter face a mental challenge, accuracy demands, and ethic issue. While technology can support their work, it cannot fully replace them. Human interpreter remain essential because of their empathy, adaptability, and deep understanding of context. They are the guardians of meaning in an increasingly connected world. Okay, everyone, that's all my explanation about the interpretation. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.